Welcome everyone. So today we are going to talk about building intelligent solutions, and our focus will be on the Power Apps Plan Designer, as well as the generative pages and code apps that were recently introduced to us during the Microsoft build. So an introduction about us as we begin. My name is Martin from Amli. And Amli is a leading firm with a global reach, and we have over 50 plus years of leadership experience, where we deal with digital transformation, AI, machine learning, and for all that we do, we say that you are vendor agnostic in that we get to partner with you as a customer and then work together to determine the best solutions for you. So let's get started. 2 months ago, that's in May, we had the Microsoft Build conference, and the major theme was transitioning Power Platform into an agent platform. So what this means is that we're introducing AI and agents to all the product brands, to Power Apps, to Power Automate, to Power Pages, Dataverse, the whole managed platform. And so we're going to see some of this in action. And when you talk about agent platform, we mean that moving forward with some of this already GA and some in public preview, we're going to have the agent instructions, agent knowledge and actions, agent workflows, the agent apps. We're going to have agents in management, in governance, in security, and even in the operations. So what this means is that we're not leaving the development to agents. So our colleague Edgar works with Copilot, and just yesterday he was sharing with us that the reason it's a copilot, it's because he has to be there as the pilot. So that's the same case with our agent apps. We have the tasks being done by the agents, and then we have the tasks. We have the whole building being managed by the people in the apps. And so when you talk about agent apps, we are saying that it's a new experience for people and agents working together. And how we go about this is that we start with a plan. And then now the plan helps us to understand the business problem, explore all the artifacts we need to solve this. And then from there, we get to generate the apps and agents. And then we continuously improve using AI. And all this we're doing in a managed platform, meaning we still get to enjoy all the benefits of a managed platform like the security and all. So now before we get to that side and see these agents in action, let's do a quick overview of what you mean when you say Power Platform and the developer platform. So Power Platform is a low code, no code and traditional code environment. And from here, this top layer are the products we have in Power Platform. We have the Power Apps, Power Automate, Copilot Studio, Power Pages, Power BI. Yeah, so these are the products. And then here is the engines that drive the product. So this is PowerFX, which is the language you use in Power Platform. This is Dataverse, which is the storage. And then we have the managed environment. And then down here, we have now the tools that are used by the traditional developers. In this case, the code-first developer experience and tools like the source control, CI/CD technologies, and the testing. So yeah, so agent platform is basically what we had in the Power Platform, which you said is the no code, low code, and pro code, added the AI capabilities in form of Copilot. So when we talk of low code, we mean that we have minimized the code and we minimize the code and use more of visuals. So we minimize the code, use more visuals. It's a drag and drop interface, and then we get to engage Copilot. And why do we do this? So the major reason we write codes is so that we can instruct our computers, so that we can instruct our computers, and then also for us as humans to be able to read and understand that. So when Malvin writes code and shares with me, I also need to understand what's happening to know. So the reason now we're transitioning to agent platform is because I'm part of as a human, I'm supposed to understand the code. What better way to understand the code is there other than me using my natural language? That's why we are now interacting with and building using the natural language. And you're going to see that in action here. So Power Platform has experiences for everyone, for the business developers, for the pro developers, and the IT professional. And what you want to talk about today is how we're going to build these intelligent apps and solutions. What you're going to build, the specific intelligent apps, and we'll finish up with how you scale and govern. And this is from the managed platform. So let's start with the first one, which is now the Plan Designer in Power Apps. So Plan Designer is currently GA. By GA, Microsoft means generally available. But around here, if he told us GA means G, we should be using this always. So yeah, we had her and we're going to be using this every time. So plans in Power Apps are a way of us reimagining business processes with a team of specialized agents. So what happens is I am not building alone. If I want to build a Power App application right now, I don't have to think of the business solution, what artifacts to use, and all that on my own. Rather, I get to have a team of 4 specialized agents who we work together to create that solution. So before we see the agents, why do we do this? When we work with our agents, the focus is on the business problem. So we focus, we get to have outcome-driven development because we are focusing on the problem as a whole, and it's not a one-man show. There's an agent that's focusing on the requirements. There's another agent focusing on the process. Another agent focuses on the tables, the modeling. Another agent focuses on the technologies we need to use. So it's not a one-man show. And when we collectively bring our knowledge together, then we're sure we're going to do better. Another reason why we're doing this is the end-to-end development context, because like you've heard, I have 4 buddies, and when I'm dealing on this, another one is dealing on something else, and yeah. And then this has now accelerated the AI, agent and AI adoption, and we're going to see that in a moment. So this is the Plan Designer interface. So if you can see my pointer on the top right, there's 5 of us working here. The 5 of us is me and my 4 agents. In this case, let me call them my 4 buddies. So we're working together to come up with a solution for a business problem. So on the left here, we have, so this is one of the agents, the data model, which has created for me the tables I need in this case. We have the technology one telling me that I need to have a Canvas app, I need to have a report, I need to have a Power Automate flow as part of my solution. And then now this is the playground where I can visualize the suggestions, and this is an iterative process that we get to do with my agents until we get to the desired solution. So let's have a look at the agents. So these are zoomed in photo of my top right, my 4 buddies plus me. So we have 4 different agents. We have the requirements agent, the process agent, the data agent, and the solution agent. So when we are faced with a business problem, I just present it in my natural language, and then our multi-agent system, we start with the requirements agent, which now translates my problem into the requirements. For example, it will tell me the personas I need in my when developing a solution, and then the process agent now comes up with the step-by-step. From here, we get to this point and the other point, and then the data agent creates the tables for me. And then the solution agent now gives me the technologies that based on the challenge we have at hand, we need to have a Canvas app on the front end. We need to have a Power Automate flow running behind the scenes. We need to have a Power BI dashboard to visualize X, Y, and Z and all that. So yeah, again, we're going to see all these agents in action. And then, so before we do that, so this is the whole idea. This is what we are trying to do. The plan is me giving my buddies the business context, and then together with my buddies, we define the roles, the requirements, and the processes we need to move this business request into a solution. And then as part of the process, we get to do the data plus knowledge, which is in this case the tables, the functions, the app agent configurations. And then eventually, my solutions agent will advise on the technologies. It will tell me that, hey, you need an app, you need an agent, you need an automation piece, a report, yeah, and all that. So the whole the whole of it now is the plan. And after you're done with the plan, we convert that we save that to a solution, and we can even go ahead and generate all this. Yeah, so let's go to the demo and get to see this in action. Okay, so we said the plan designer is already in GA, although we have some that are in early access preview that you're going to see as we continue. But so right now, when you open your Power Apps environment, you just open make.powerapps.com. The home interface is this. It starts with let's make a plan, and on the left, they've added the plans bit here. So, for example, when I click here, it will take me to the plans that I already have, but they've made it the default, the landing page that when you come here, you start with a plan. as well. Now, this has not done away with the traditional ways that we are using to build apps. So when you go to create, you can still do it the traditional way by starting with a copilot, starting with data, with a page design or a blank canvas. But because we're in the AI age and you're not doing this alone, we get here and start with the plan. So Martin Omboy says that demos are a mixture of staying dangerous and the demo gods. So let's proceed with the live demo and get to do this. So when you are making the plan, you just describe it in your own natural language. You can even start as vague as you want because this is something that you can improve as you continue. So in this case, let's work with our agents to build customer support for a support team, a customer support app for a business support team. So we're just going to input that here that we want to build customer support for a business support team. And something we didn't, so when we come back here, in the plan designer interface, apart from adding the words, you can also add images saying that I want use this as your inspiration, or yeah, you can add any supporting documents we need. So like we said, we have 4 agents, and here are the 4 agents plus me working on this. So the very first one is a requirements agent. So when you've said that we want to build a customer support central, the requirements agent has gone out and defined the business problem that you want to build a customer support app for a support team. And then here we can see it has gone out and identified the personas we'll use in this case, that will have the support agent, we'll have the support manager, and at this point, we can either say that it looks good so that we proceed to the next agent, or we can edit and tell it to, we can tell it to include someone else. So in this case, we have a support agent, support manager. Yeah, we can say include, let's say we have some other office staff. So when you add that, the requirements agent goes ahead and adds that as part of our requirements. So if we are satisfied with this, then we keep, and by us clicking keep, then we have called the, we're saying when you say it looks good, we've now called the process agent to generate the process of how our solution is going to be. So as you can see now, the process agent is in action, generating the processes. And yeah, we have them here. So the processes, the first one is customer support ticket management, which covers the end-to-end handling of customer support requests, from new tickets to updating status and all. And then the other process is supporting operations and knowledge management. So now this is the second piece. The second agent has gone to work and defined the user processes that you're going to have in our solutions. So again, if you are satisfied, we'll come here and say that it looks good, which will call the next agent to proceed with this. If again you're not satisfied, we can always edit and add more and more. So the data agent now comes in, and based off the business requirements, based off the processes that you have, goes ahead to generate the tables that will store our data. And at the moment, This only supports dataverse tables. But now, as you can see, our data agent has gone ahead and created a support ticket table, support agent tables, the internal notes, departments, customers, ticket status, and all this. So again, if you're satisfied, we proceed and say it looks good, which now calls the other agent. So our fourth agent is the solutions agent. You remember them. So our solutions agent is now in action, giving us the technologies. So we have the apps, flows, and the objects that we have. So we can see a solutions agent has advised us to have a support ticket management, which will be a model-driven app, a support ticket search, which will be a Canvas app, ticket assignment automation, which will be a Power Automate flow. We've been advised to also have a report for the support performance insights, an agent to analyze ticket responses, another agent to log communication between departments, and another model-driven app to support documentation manager. So what we can see is that this agent has gone out to the entire Power Platform to give us the different artifacts that will be useful for our solution. So that by the end of all this, we'll have an end-to-end solution that does everything that we want. So again, if we feel satisfied, we say it looks good. If we feel like something is missing, we can always edit and say add, let's say, another agent or add another Canvas app, or yeah, we can always modify this. So yeah, when we're satisfied, now it's time to start creating objects. But before you do, you need to save the tables. So yeah, we go ahead and save the tables. And after we save the tables, we can now start creating the different applications and flows. So what happens is that we save all these to a solution. So either you can save it to a new solution or an existing solutions if you wish. Yeah, so in our case, let's proceed to save it as Customer Support Central as a new solution. And now our solution will contain our tables and every app that you're going to create. So the saving is in progress, and as that happens, these are different views that you can have for our in this interface. So for example, when I click on overview, we can see we started with the business problems. We identified the three personas in our business problem, which is the support agent, manager, and back office staff. And then from there, we went to the different artifacts that we need to build our solutions. So the flows, the reports, the agents, the model-driven app. So this is basically an overview of what we just did with our agents. And then down here we have the different tables that we decided to use. And yeah, so our tables have been saved, so we can now proceed to create our different artifacts. So when I click on the tables here, you can see that we've gone ahead and our agent went ahead and beyond creating the tables, we have the relationships. So we already have modeling happening, all this done by our data agent. So our different tables are interrelated, and again, we can always we can even edit this if we feel like it does not capture our whole business requirements, and then we can always add more. And basically we are working with our buddies, our agents here. So I'm the orchestrator. Eventually I have the final say. I can say I am not interested in the department table. Let me go ahead and remove this table. And if I remove, then that's removed from my process. So the agents are doing the work for me, but we're building this together. And this is actually an interesting tool, the plan designer, that, for example, Leonard can use when doing the SOWs, because this will give you an idea of what you need from end to end when building a solution. So from there, now that we have the table saved and we've seen a view of everything, now we can come and start creating this. So if I come to the support ticket management, which is a model-driven app, and click create, it opens a new tab. And in this new tab, it's the Power Apps Designer tab that our agent is creating our model-driven app. So you can see, this is Power Apps getting things ready to build that app. And as this happens, let me go back here and choose on the flow, the Power Automate flow here. So if I click create, now this will open Power Automate, and Power Automate will again start creating this flow for me based off the requirements that we've been working with the agents all through. So let's see where the model-driven app is. So should be this one. Yeah, so you can see it's the app is building. It's loading here. And then when you go to the flow, we have Power Automate opening to create for us. Yeah, so it has already, it's working on it. It has the business problem up here, and it's now you can see it has identified the trigger, the different actions we need. So since I'm the orchestrator this moment, I can always regenerate if I feel like this flow doesn't cover everything that I need, or I can keep it and continue and proceed to edit this from the Power Automate side. So if I click create flow, we have the flow being created here, and I can now proceed to edit the flow, add different actions, and basically do everything that needs to be done. And if we go back to our model-driven app, we can already see the support ticket management app has been created, and it has the customers. So when our agent created the tables, when you're working on tables as engineers, you cannot work with an empty table, because you need to visualize what you are thinking, how it will look on a screen. So same happens to our data agent. After creating the tables, it does input some sample data. So you can see these are the sample data that our data agent added, and you can see the model-driven app that has been created has all that. It reflects all these, the ticket statuses, cancel, closed, on hold, internal notes. Yeah, basically everything that you said yes to during the plan designer process. So yeah, basically that's what we do. So we've seen a model-driven app, a Power Automate flow. The same happens to Canvas app, to Power BI report, to all this. And something else we can do in this case, if, for example, I have an existing Canvas app that I want to use, instead of creating a new one, I'll just click here and I can replace with an existing. So if I click replace, now this brings me the apps that I have in my environment that I want to replace with this. So I have an app called social. So if I click this app, then the app has replaced what was there, and I can go ahead and edit that app as well. So yeah, that happens to all this, and you can also you can replace, you can change, you can do everything because you're the lead engineer in this case. So yeah, let's pause this as at that and get to have a look at other cool stuff that's happening in this. So beyond Plan Designer, we have other other good news and other good stuff that were announced during the Microsoft build. So we have the generative pages, which is still in early access preview, meaning this you can only access it for testing, but it's not yet in public preview. So this basically does something similar to what we saw with the plan designer creating the app, whereby you input what you want, your business problem, the type of application you want, but this does it differently because this gives you two views. You can preview the app being created, and you can also preview the code, which is React. And then again, same to Plan Designer, you can also add images as inspirations. You can also add your inspirations, your wireframes. You can tell this that I want you to design an app that looks like this, and it will be able to do exactly that. And then something else that's in early access preview is code apps. So code apps is where Malvin can use his custom code that he has created for the front end and import it to Power Platform to have a custom UI on a model-driven app, or on an existing app. So you can now create apps with your own custom UI that you have with your custom code. And this also is in early access preview, but we'll be sure to show you demos of this in the next call. And then remember we said we were to have a look at what you build, which is the intelligent apps, how we build it, which is using the Power Apps Plan Designer, using generative pages, code apps, and all that. But you also talked about the managed platform. So all of these, we're getting to enjoy the benefits of pro code development and low code development plus agents, while still within the managed platform, meaning the security, governance, and operations are still within the managed environment. And these are a snapshot of the Power Platform admin center. I can have it here. Yes. So from the admin center, you can be able to manage and get to have a look at how all this is happening. You can see your analytics. You can monitor your different products, be it Power Apps, Power Automate, Copilot Studio, and all that. And then something else that's cool is that we can what we did a demo of creating a new solution, but what about an existing solution? So if for example, I find a solution in our environment that I don't have a documentation for, I don't have to wait or call just to find out what's in there. Rather, I can create a plan from that existing solution. So for that, we're going to do a demo here. So yeah, this is one of our environments. And when scrolling here, I saw a solution. So I want to know, this is a solution for 1 year ago, and I want to know what's in there. So I'll just come here and then click on create a plan now from this existing solution. And then So our four agents get to action. They're now reading what's inside there to tell me what's happening. So you can see them in action, and it tells me the business problem is we're managing the intake and discharge processes for individuals served by various agencies. We can see the requirements, the different personas that we have, the intake coordinator, discharge coordinator, data model shows us the different tables that exist there. The technology even tells us that we have two Canvas apps inside that solution. And if I need to edit, I can always replace and do basically everything that you saw from the previous demo. And then I can always visualize the data to see how the modeling has been done and all this. So yeah, that's another interesting thing that even without a documentation, I can get to understand an existing solutions and even add on to it or do all of that. So yeah, that's already in GA and you've seen how we do it. So yeah, it goes into a solutions, extracts the solution, the dependency, the component details, and yeah, basically gives me everything about that. And then we have more where we can leverage the existing assets in plan. We saw this whereby you can replace a Canvas app with an existing app. You can replace a flow with an existing flow and all that. And then yeah, that marks the end of our showcase. Of course, we have more and more that we would want to show, but we're going to pause there for now, answer questions, and then we can do a sequel of this sometime later. So thank you and welcome for questions.
A question. So after you build the model,
Yes.
and as you mentioned that everything is being built on Dataverse.
Yes.
So if I wanted to take the same model and maybe that's a feature that will come down the road and I want to change it back to, let's say, a normal database, whether it's Cosmos database or a SQL Server database or an Azure Fabric database per se, how hard would that be if I wanted to do that transition after the whole process of building the application is done?
Okay, so thank you. So yeah, as you said, that's currently it's Dataverse tables only, but they're working to include SharePoint, SQL, and all that. But currently, what you can do is create virtual tables in Dataverse that will then connect to your SharePoint, your SQL, or any other database that you're using.
Would that then mean I'm storing data twice?
When you use the virtual tables,
yes,
they will act as a gateway, and that's a current fix as we wait for the direct connection to SharePoint. But yeah, now that's what you can work with for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this was heavy on Power Automate, right? That's what I kept hearing. I got lost in the technology.
It's the whole of Power Platform, which now has the Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Copilot Studio. Yeah, the Plan Designer is hosted in Power Apps, but through that you can create all the other artifacts. You can create the Power Automate flow, you can create a Canvas app, you can create an agent and a report.
Okay, thank you.
So Martin, mine is not a question, it's just an add-on on what you've done. And I think based on what you presented, even writing or creating flows, Power Automate flows, it's going to be easy. I can give it my existing flow, which maybe had some issues which I could not resolve, then go ahead and instruct it that I need you to fix this flow, like what Leonard had today, for example, for having attachment in those emails. So actually, it can be able to fix such kind of issues when we are creating flows ourselves. So I think these are great tools, and hopefully it will be able to even handle some of the internal flows that we've ever created internally and for the client. So it's a good stuff, and that's a good piece you presented.
Yeah, thank you. So this wasn't asked, but in terms of licensing, the Power Apps, the plan designer comes as part of the Power Apps premium license. There is no extra licensing. And then for things like generative pages, now the licensing information will come when they get to GA. Yes, Mr. Wambui.
Yeah, thank you. And I think even without having the experience of Power Apps and Power Pages, I can tell like this is a game changer. Like the new app designer and the generative pages and the whole lot of things, it makes it have flexibility, and you can build an app faster, even if you don't have the experience of how it was working there before. So this is amazing presentation. Keep up.
Thank you.